So I took advantage of the early access screenings of Anyone But You, a rom-com starring Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney, and I must say that this movie is way funnier than I expected it to be, and honestly, better than I expected it to be. And really, rom-coms are all judged based on how bad the breakup scene is and how funny the actual movie is. And it's safe to say that the breakup scene in this one actually feels more justified than in every other rom-com. And the jokes in this one were funnier than most other rom-coms. So let's just get started. So pretty much what happens is Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney's characters meet in a coffee shop. They think they hit it off. They have a first date pretty much that same day, and they just go on and have what they thought to be the time of their lives. The next morning comes, and that's when the premise of it builds up, when what you see in the trailers and how they hate each other, but they are going to fake it till they make it throughout this wedding that they were invited to. And overall, this is such a fun premise, especially with some of the twists that they implement into the movie that is not shown in the trailers, which is why I won't talk about it. But it is very funny. There are a lot of good jokes, and I really like some of the recurring jokes in the film, and I'm not going to spoil them, but out of context they do seem random, but when you see them in the movie you're like, that's funny. So story, I'll give it a weird hand grenade for a rom-com. It's very uncommon. I don't think rom-coms are ultimately the best ones are very rewatchable, but this one is even better than the best ones I've seen so far. Visually, cinematics-wise, it is very good soundtrack choices. There is one song that they like to use over and over again, and it is so funny, as it kind of reminds me of Easy A, and if you know what song gets used a lot in Easy A, there's your hint for what song gets used a lot in this one, although it's not the same one as in Easy A, but it's same singer. So, and like I said, it's very funny, way funnier than I expected it to be, and the comedy was like good humor and not just like low-hanging fruit. It was pretty well thought out and pretty good comedic timing from all of them. I do like a lot of the bits that they have in this film, and it's worthwhile. So, hand grenade score there. Directing is solid. Really enjoyed the pacing of it all and the structure. No scene felt too long. Hand grenade score. Acting, Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell, fantastic jobs. And the supporting cast also does a great job. All of them do a great job as well. I would list them all out, but it would take me too long, and I've got some other things that I'm wanting to check out. That being Percy Jackson. I really want to watch that show, and new episodes just dropped, so I'm getting through this real quick. But yeah, hand grenade score there. Expectations and experience, it was better than I expected, and the experience was great as the whole theater was laughing at the jokes. No joke seemed to fall flat. Everyone was laughing at one point or another. So that's all you can really ask in a comedy, and when you're watching it in the theater. I do have to say, I think studio comedies, although not like pure comedies, but a lot of comedies are coming back to theaters, and I am all for it. But that's pretty much all I have to say. This movie is a solid hand grenade feature. I'm thinking of rewatching it again myself, and that's pretty much it for the movie. If you're still watching, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below if you're planning on checking this out or not. And other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.